and welcome to this edition of Behind the Badge. I'm Cristie Kahler, Public Information Officer for the Harford County Sheriff's Office. Wintertime brings lots of challenges for citizens and law enforcement, so on today's show we'll share some information on how to make sure your winter season is a safe one. Winter driving is always a challenge, and we've got you covered with tips on how to navigate those icy winter roads. Walking in snow and ice can be hazardous, and we'll share the best advice on how to navigate sidewalks and roadways on foot. And don't forget your four-legged friends. They need protection from the elements in the winter. We'll tell you what you must do to keep your pets safe outdoors. No matter what time of year, our canine units are out in force. We'll drop in on their training and get a glimpse of the strong bond between the dog and their human partner. But first, training is a critical part of all the work we do in the Harford County Sheriff's Office. Let's take a look at one of our training sessions at the detention center that ensures the safety of the facility and the entire Harford County community.
Hello, I'm Sergeant John Jenkins with the Harford County Sheriff's Office Correctional Response Team. Because of the heightened level of risks that correctional officers are facing, the Harford County Detention Center has implemented a correctional response team to deal with any type of disruption that may happen within this facility to maintain the care, custody, and control of all the inmates as well as the facility. Members of the CRT train for many different situations that may occur here in the facility. One of those situations could involve a downed officer. In a situation like that, where we're in a direct supervision unit, I would have multiple teams entering from different locations in an attempt to overwhelm anyone that is inside here, anyone that would combat us. We could do this through the use of air-propelled systems such as pepper ball. We could also do this through diversionary, distractionary rounds, as well as we could utilize taser if we needed to. Officers would make entry into the area. We would quickly split up in an effort to clear the main housing area as well as the rooms within the housing area. Once we've cleared all of those rooms and secured everyone on the lower tier, our objective would then be to move to the upper tier to clear that. Once we have secured anyone that we may have confronted on the second tier and secured all the cell doors, we would then call the housing unit clear. Officers would then begin to address any inmates or officers that may need any type of medical attention and make sure that we get that to them as quickly as possible. Because of situations that have happened in the past, the CRT was formed. Members of this team are highly trained and qualified professionals who are good at what they do. It is because of this training that these members are able to respond in a moment's notice. And because of this, they are able to maintain the care, custody, and control of this facility, as well as the safety of the Harford County community.
Welcome back to Behind the Badge. Rigorous training of our Harford County Sheriff's deputies is a critical part of ensuring the safety of our community. And that rigorous training extends to our canine unit, which is trained in many different disciplines, including narcotics detection. Let's drop in on one of their training sessions and meet some of the dogs and their handlers.
The Harford County Sheriff's Office Canine Unit was started back in 1965 with two canine teams. And since then, over 30 deputies and dogs have served together in the Sheriff's Office Canine Unit. Currently, we have three what are called cross-trained teams. Two of those teams are trained in patrol and narcotics. One team is trained in patrol and explosives detection. We also have another cross-trained team that is assigned out at the detention center. They are trained in patrol and narcotics disciplines. And we currently have two dogs that we are training. They're new recruits, and they're currently undergoing the narcotics portion of their training. When we train the dogs for narcotics, what we are doing is we are harnessing their desire to play, and the desire to play correlates with finding the odor of the narcotics that they are imprinted on. What you will get to see is the dogs using what's called a behavior shaping device. And what we do is the dogs come by these boxes, and all the boxes have toys in them. They also have the odor of plastic, but only one box smells like narcotics. Only one box has the narcotic odor that we're trying to imprint on them. So when they smell this particular box and they give us the alert, a toy is launched at them and given to them via the behavior shaping device. The dogs love to do this work. They actually love to be given a task to use their noses. The nose is the primary reason that we use the dog in police work. The dog's nose is many hundreds, perhaps even thousands of times more sensitive than a human nose. My favorite illustration about how well a dog's nose works is pizza. Everybody knows what the smell of pizza is. Well, a dog can smell pizza as pizza, and then they can smell it as the individual channels that make up pizza. They can smell it as the dough, the sauce, the cheese, the seasonings, and each individual topping. They can smell that as individual odors all at once. They can process an enormous amount of information with their nose. The class for narcotics, which we're currently doing, is 6 weeks long, and we introduce the dogs to 8 different odors, and we put them through a bunch of different scenarios as far as detecting odors, either say in cars or detecting odors in buildings, outside of buildings, in a variety of different environments, trying to ensure that they'll be accurate when they're working out on the street. The relationship between a police canine and their handler is very special. You are working with this animal 24/7. It's really special when you can take an animal and train it into doing a specific discipline, and then you can work together to achieve a goal, either finding narcotics or finding explosives, finding a gun, or finding a bad guy.
Growing up, we were the typical family. We were close. I had 3 younger sisters, and I was the oldest. Hannah was the youngest. 10 years difference between us. And, none of us ever expected it to end up the way it did.
I never would have imagined or suspected that our family would end up where we are today.
Yeah, the drug counselor read the test results, called us on the phone. She's got fatal levels of opiates in her body. We immediately got her into a program.
What's so awful about the drugs is that you have no idea where it may take you.
I would do anything in the world to just have like one more minute with her, just to hug her and see her smile again. I loved her so much.
Heroin is stronger than anything, and it was becoming stronger than love at that point.
When the weather gets threatening and snow starts to fly, maintaining our safety and protecting those we love can be challenging. Our Harford County Sheriff's deputies are here to help with some driving, pedestrian, and pet protection tips.
Hi, I'm Deputy First Class Mark Pilachowski of the Harford County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. Today I'd like to talk to you about some winter driving tips. First, I'd like to start with, when you go out, make sure you clear off your car completely of the snow if you're having a big snowstorm. To include, clear off your headlights. As you work your way back, make sure you clear off your windows to include your windshield and your side windows. Make sure you clear off your roof and your mirrors. When you get to the back of your car, don't forget to clear off the rear window. Inside your car, you may want to keep a winter survival kit. In this kit, we advise you to keep a ice scraper, a snow shovel, and sand or salt. When you're actually behind the wheel, there's a few tips we'd like you to know. First, accelerate and decelerate slowly. There's a lot less traction on snow and ice. Second, increase your following distance from that old 3 to 4 seconds. Instead, we'd like you to use 8 to 10 seconds. Third, know your brakes. Most modern cars are equipped with ABS brakes or anti-lock brakes. With anti-lock brakes, you just push the pedal and let the car do the work. There may be some vibration, and that is completely normal. Do not pump the brakes. One last thing, when the weather is bad out, just stay home. Don't tempt fate, don't risk your life.
Hi, I'm Deputy Nick McGowan from the Harford County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. I wanted to take a moment to share some pedestrian safety tips with you if you're going to be walking out on our roads this winter. If no sidewalk is available, use the grass. Walk facing the traffic so you can see the traffic coming towards you. Remember, your eyes and ears are your best defense. Put away the cell phone, take the earbuds out, and at nighttime, wear reflective clothing and carry a flashlight to make it easier for motorists to see you. Use crosswalks whenever available. At nighttime, choose a well-lit area with a clear line of sight. You want to avoid hill crests and curves. Remember, you're one of the most vulnerable users of the roadway. Remember, no matter what time of day or night or what time of the year, be safe and be seen so you make it home safely.
Hi, my name is Officer Marika Krejci. I'm with the Animal Control Unit. I'm here today to talk to you about proper provisions for animals being kept out in the cold during the winter months. This is an example of a proper shelter for a dog or a cat being left outside during the winter months. As you see, the doghouse has 4 sides, a solid bottom, a solid roof. The only opening to the doghouse is where the animal comes in and out. We require that you provide a flap in the front of the doghouse, such as this. This keeps the wind and elements from blowing into the doghouse, keeps the animal more comfortable. Inside, you see bedding. We require straw or hay. We do not suggest that you use blankets because blankets freeze during the winter months and does not keep the animal warm. So straw is the best thing to use because it keeps the animal warm, and if it gets wet, it dries it out really fast. We also require that the doghouse is elevated at least 4 inches off the ground. As you see, we put legs on this doghouse. You can also use the wooden pallet. That's a really easy fix. We just put the doghouse on the pallet and it's elevated. I also wanted to talk about how important it is to provide fresh, not frozen water for your animals while they're outside. Obviously, during the winter months when it's cold and below 32 degrees, the water freezes. It's really important that you provide fresh water. If you're not at home to provide water on a regular basis for your animal while it's outside in the cold, there's places that sell heated water bowls. What you do is you just plug them into the electric socket and it keeps the water from freezing. If you don't have a fenced yard for your dog while it's outside, we require a 15-foot tether. That's a 15-foot chain or tie-out, like a cable, for your dog while it's tied outside. It has to be 15 foot in length and swivels on both ends. This is a swivel. It keeps the chain from binding up. 15 feet can go into 3 feet really fast if you don't have a swivel and the dog is going around in a circle and it binds the tether up. I also wanted to talk about keeping your dog or cat outside in an unheated enclosure, such as a shed or a garage. If you're planning on keeping your dog or cat outside during the winter months in an unheated structure, such as a shed or a garage, you must either provide heat, like a heater inside, or a doghouse that contains bedding. I want to talk shortly about hypothermia. If you're going to keep your dogs outside in the cold, make sure they have proper provisions, but also keep an eye on them for signs of hypothermia. Paleness, extreme shivering, lethargy are all signs of hypothermia. Short-haired dogs such as this one don't do well in the cold. Please don't leave them outside for long periods no matter what. Please keep your pets safe and warm during the cold winter months.
From our dining and shopping, to our rich history, to everything water, to the decor capital of the world.
Come have a ball and have it great.
A great place to live, work, and play. Come discover and explore HavreDeGrace.com.
The strong ties and connections that exist among our law enforcement community are evident all year round. This year, some of our deputies, along with citizens, will take part in the Police Unity Tour, a bicycle ride beginning in Philadelphia and ending at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C. This event raises awareness about those officers who have died in the line of duty and also raises money for the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. A group of people from Harford County are training for this event, and they're asking for your help.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Eric Gonzalez.
And I'm Jen Logston.
And we're here training with the Harford County Police Unity Tour Riders, and we're training for a ride from Philadelphia to DC to honor our fallen heroes.
I'm riding this year in honor of my husband, Mark Logston, who was killed in the line of duty on February 10, 2016. I decided to ride this year to make my husband proud and to show all of the police that I back them and that I'm so proud of everything that they've done to help my family. And in addition, it's a way of helping me to heal and get over our tragedy.
We really need your help. Come to our GoFundMe page, click on our Facebook page, help us out in any way you can. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All over Harford County, our sheriff's deputies are going beyond the badge to make life better for the citizens of our community. Deputy First Class Daniel Cahill is one of them. DFC Cahill is the first recipient of the Noah Leota Memorial Award. This award, named for the Montgomery Police Department officer who was tragically killed in the line of duty by a drunk driver, was presented to DFC Cahill at the annual DUI Awards ceremony in Ocean City. And now, let's check in with our cold case file for some information on an unsolved crime here in our community. On Friday, February 24th, 1995, the body of 27-year-old Glenn Lamont Jones was found shot to death in a cornfield off of Oakington Road in Aberdeen. He was originally reported missing on January 9th, 1995. Detectives continue the investigation into this crime, however, there are currently no suspects in his murder. If you have any information about this crime, you can submit an anonymous tip at tipsubmit.com or call us at 410-838-6600. Remember, your tip could be the one that cracks this cold case. Finally, it's that time again. The Harford County Sheriff's Office is accepting applications of Harford County high school students interested in attending the 2017 Sheriff's Youth Academy. This is a tremendous opportunity to learn about law enforcement. Attendees spend 5 days and 4 nights at the Harford Glen Environmental Education Center at no cost, where they're given classroom instruction and hands-on activities that encompass a broad array of law enforcement responsibilities. And each evening, lots of traditional summer camp activities like canoeing and team building activities are planned. If you'd like an application or more information about the 2017 Youth Academy, contact your school resource officer assigned to your school, or visit our website and download the application. And remember, applications are due May 1st. Thanks for joining us today on Behind the Badge. We have lots more to share with you about who we are, what we do, and how we keep you and your family safe here in Harford County. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram for more information about our agency between episodes. Until next time, for Behind the Badge, I'm Cristie Kahler.